What's happening out there? My name is Sarah Infini Takagi, and I am on the voice and songwriting faculty at the Morningside Music Studios. And today, I'm reaching those of you out there who's been wanting to write a song or two or three, and you have piles of lyrics written on a notepad like me, or you've been storing piles of lyrics in your computer, your iPhone, your iPad, and you've been thinking about wanting to put them to music and make it into a song. Well, you've come to the right place, because that's what we're going to do today. I have a very, very short lyric scribbled out here from earlier today, just for this video. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the same lyrics to different styles of music, and we're going to talk about how to create a melody and how many ways we can set the music to the same lyrics. So we're going to start by reading the lyrics, super short. So the words are, every day I wake up with a song in my heart with the words I want to say. So the first thing we'll do is you and I will read our lyrics with different feeling and emotion, character. And that's when you're going to tap into your emotions, and you're going to explore all the range of emotions that this lyric could evoke in you. And if you do any acting, well, all those acting skills are going to come in handy as we read our lyrics. Well, let me start by reading in two different ways. Maybe one way is really happy. Every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say. So that would be happy. Another one, contrast, would be sad. Every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say. Now, musically speaking, we already noticed two things. And what is it? Well, when you're sing-songing a lyric that's very happy, guess what? The tempo is so much faster. What's a tempo? Tempo is speed in music. And so when you're happy, you tend to have very staccato-y or kind of like boppy, bouncy ways of saying the words. And then when you're sad, you tend to elongate on the vowels. You tend to like hang out in them. And then, of course, they're much, much slower. So we're going to start with those two contrasts as taking off points. And now we're going to talk about, well, if you're going to shape the lyrics into a happy melody, how is that going to happen? Well, we're going to start by starting to exaggerate the inflection in which you are reading your lyrics. Because guess what? You're going to have high notes and low notes, which is what creates a melody. So I'm going to exaggerate them. So it's going to be, every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say to you. Oh yeah. And so that means that I'm going to now, by the way, I'm going to use my hands to help exaggerate the high and the low by following how I'm saying it. So I'm going to say, every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say to you. Now, I've already kind of made it more pitch specific. By the way, if this was an actual lesson, it would be much slower, but we are going to speed through the process today, just for the sake of this video. So what we're going to do is I've already chosen the note E. And I've already chosen the rhythm in which I'm going to be singing the lyrics. But let's go back to the way I would have said it with different rhythms. So every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say to you. Oh, yeah. So now with the inflections that we figured out with our hand going up and down, and now we have some words that we are going to be longer, like every day I wake up. That's a long word. With a song in my heart. That's a really high pitch because I'm emphasizing in my heart with the words I want to say to you. Okay, so with the shape and the rhythm, let's create the melody starting on E. Every day, wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say to you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now that clearly makes this a C major melody song. And so for that to accompany, I'm going to choose the C major triad and the G7 dominant 7th chord with that. And that's it. It's a super short phrase. It's a part of a song. And we're just kind of speed throughing it in a kind of a pretty rough way. But we're trying to hit some general concepts here. And we will get into chord progression as well. Like to learn how to write songs, you're going to have to get familiar with the chords that are in the scale, getting to know your scales, getting to know your chords, triads. But many of the popular styles out there use only about 3-4 chords that kind of loop around. So it's not that hard. And for this super short phrase, we're just going to use 1 and 5/7. Except 5/7, I'm going to make it into a little bit of a different voicing with a C on the root. And for now, we're going to speed through the style in which I'm going to do it. I have a little bass note that I think I'm just going to improvise. And since this is a happy song, we're going to keep something like just a very bouncy, something like this. Every day wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I want to say to you. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that was fun. That was fun and bouncy. But guess what? We're going to try another way of writing a song, which is you can study, analyze, and model the jumping off point of your song by modeling on a song that you really like out there. So this has been one of the most popular ways in which I've done songwriting with my students. My students will be like, I really like Billie Eilish, or I love the song Beautiful by Christina Aguilera, which is going to be one of our examples, as well as Billie Eilish. And somebody might be like, I really, really love the love theme from the movie Titanic, which we're also going to use to put our lyrics into song. So what we often do is my student will say, Sarah, I really like this song and this song. And then if that's the case, we get the sheet music, we analyze the chords, and we talk about the texture. How is the texturized? What are the chord progressions like? What's the speed like? How's the melody? We'll talk in depth. Not like this super rushed video. But anyway, for today, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that lyric that I originally wrote, but it's going to be an extended version for each of the songs because I didn't want to be that short. So it's going to be a little bit more extended, but I'm going to model my lyrics according to the style of the song. The first one we're going to try out is the love theme from the movie Titanic. It has a very flowy, this kind of flowy feel to it. I'm not going to do exactly that, but something similar. The chord progression is just only 4 chords. C sharp minor, B, A, and back to B. All right. So, let's see if we can put the lyrics into this love theme feel and see how we can add our own style into this. All right, here we go. Every day I wake up with a song in my heart, with the words I wanted to say. I should have tried, I could have tried to let you know, but I couldn't say, wouldn't say what I felt inside. By the way, I want to put one little extra bass note in the end there, and I think you're going to like this better. It's just the end. I'm going to put an F sharp minor chord instead of A. Okay, so I should have tried, I could have tried to let you know, but I couldn't say, I wouldn't say what I felt. Did you hear that? Inside. So there, instead of going from, I went B to F sharp minor and back to C sharp minor. So that was my little 2 cents there. Let's move on to Beautiful by Aguilera. And now we have also another 4 chord progression. E flat, we're in E flat with the E flat 7th. And then we go into C minor, A flat minor with the C bass. And then after that, this is where I come in and I'm going to throw you in A flat, A flat, A flat over C and back to E flat. Okay. All right. So, let's give it a go. Every day I have a song in my heart with the word I wanna say. How I wish I could have said what I felt inside. I could have tried, I should have tried, but didn't say what I felt inside. Okay, different, huh? And last but not least, we are going to work with Billie Eilish's song style. And it is a different song style because now we're going to go from 2 first examples in common meter, which is 4/4, which means 4 main beats per measure. We're going to go into 2 beats per measure, but not only is it 2 beats, but we're going to do 6/8, which means it's a dotted quarter note with a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you know what threes do in music, which I tend to love? It gives it a nice little sing-songy, swingy, literally like a swing. It has a nice little flow, and it gets you off the ground. Instead of like very grounded fours, I think threes give it like a little floaty feel. I believe that's why I love her very ethereal, enchanting, magical style. So even though the chord progression is pretty simple, it's a C7, G7, A minor 7. Pretty much that's it. But I love the sing-songy style. Also, interestingly, her phrases have a very interesting thing. So she tends to say like something in the first 2 measures, and the following 2 measures tend to be kind of like a parentheses or echo kind of effect in her phrasing. That's another interesting feature of her song style. So we're going to put our lyrics into that model and see how it sounds. Wake up with a song, with the words from my heart. How I wish I had shared that day. I should have tried. I could have let you know how I felt inside, but it's too late. Again, it's just a start. Don't know where it would have gone after that, but for the final song, I wanted to share with you one other way of getting started on a song. Instead of creating your own melody, instead of modeling yourself after a song that you like, you could also just create your own chord progression and choose your own style. And then after you have your chord progression, you make the melody afterwards. So what I did was I just made up a chord progression. C major, C sharp diminished 7th, D7, G7. And I decided I'm going to be a little sassy and jazzy with this one. Let's see how it goes. Every day I have a song in my heart with the words I wanted to say. I could have tried, I would have tried, I should have tried to say how I felt inside, but it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. But you know what's not too late? It's not too late to sign up for classes with me at the Morningside Music Studio. Link down below. So click on the link, go to morningsidemusicstudios.com and sign up for voice and songwriting classes with me, Sarah Infini Takagi. And I can't wait to meet you and learn all about your lyrics. And I can't wait to set your lyrics to a song or 2 or 3 or 4. Who knows? We have the whole summer. So let's get started. Click on the link, sign up for lessons. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Ciao.